Alright, welcome. Let's do this. We're playing another historic Brawl deck. This time we're trying Winota, Joiner of Forces. This deck is very similar to the Helia deck we played last week. Very linear game plan. We want to just get down a bunch of creatures, play Winota, trade a bunch of high cost humans in play, and just beat our opponent's face in. This deck is a ton of fun. I've been having a blast with this deck. It's probably going to be my go-to historic deck for quite a while, just because it's the games are fast. It's an aggressive deck, so you win fast or you lose fast. Not wasting a bunch of time, and it's fun. It's an aggro combo deck. You know, we flip over giant 5 mana humans on turn 4 and just destroy our opponent, having a blast. We do have a few interaction pieces, Swords of Plowshares, Skyclave, Spellbinder. Some of our humans are kind of more disruptive. This deck does have a pretty big weakness, though, that our commander is very important. If our commander gets removed, this deck is mostly just a bunch of mopey 1/1s for 1. Eventually, we can start casting our powerful 5-drop and 6-drops, but at that point, our opponent is probably doing just better things. One thing I will note, we don't have a ton of a ramp. Our commander is a 4-mana commander, so typically with 4-mana cards like this, you want to play a lot of 2-mana ramp spells to try to get your commander into play on turn 3. But our commander is a little different. It relies on us having a bunch of other creatures. So if we play like a 1-drop on 2, then a 2-mana artifact on 2, and then Winota on 3, we're only getting 1 Winota trigger. So it's actually just almost a 4-mana 4 at that point. We have taken plays like that, but they're typically just, that's not the play pattern we want with this deck. So we're not playing that kind of typical 4-mana commander game plan. Alright, let's get into a few games and try to beat people's faces in. Alright, finally got a match. And alright, Simic. It's a pretty powerful deck. This sounds actually fine. We get this, we're going to play this on 2, and then either History or Skyclave on 3. We're on the play 2, so yep, easy keep. Need to hit a 4th land. So we have several draws to it though. Go grab a mountain. Alright, there's a 4th land. Perfect. And I guess we'll give Skyclave Apparition haste. We're definitely playing this next turn. Just take their commander. And then get in for 2. We're not going to attack with this. I don't want to trade for their mana dork. They probably wouldn't have traded anyway, but I think getting the extra Winota activation next turn is much better than trading with their mana dork. Dang, opponent would have had a ton of mana this turn. It's an aggressive brainstorm. Brainstorm is one of those cards that, like, it's not a cantrip. If you use it as a cantrip, you're generally using it wrong. Maybe they were trying to hit a land drop, but then now they're brainstorm locked. So even if they were trying to hit a land drop, they know what the next 2 cards are. Alright, let's get Winota down. And we are going to attack with this now. Like I said, we just want the Winota activation. Let's take this one, I guess. That's a good one. It gets us 5 Winota activations next turn. Jeez. And alright. Does the opponent have the board wipe? And it gives them 2, 4, 6 mana. Alright, so opponent's probably just dead at this point. Hopefully they let us go through the thing, do the thing. No, opponent, come back! We weren't done. Ugh. I hate when that happens. Alright, that was pretty good though. Kenyon is a pretty powerful deck, so just kind of wiping the floor with him like that felt pretty good. Let's get into another game. Let's do it. Alright. Game 2. Playing Teferi. I think we played this game earlier. Played this person earlier. Actually, off camera. Alright. This end's actually decent. We got a lot of cards that work with Winota. We don't have lands though. We're on the draw, but opponent's a control deck, so I actually think this hand is not what we want to be doing. So, alright, this end's fine. Easy keep. So you get this on 1, this on 2, this on 3. No reason to run Ornithopter into play yet. We'll play it the turn before we want to cast Winota. It's not a great draw. Alright, we need a land. So we are threatening to play Winota next turn. So our opponent has to keep that in mind. If we don't hit the land drop, we're probably playing Warhound. Well, I guess it just depends on what our opponent does this turn. Alright, that's not a land. Let's run out Raging Goblin here. Then we'll play Warhound next turn. We have to dodge a Wrath of God next turn. Would be unfortunate. Hopefully they don't counter this. They might. If they think we're missing land drops. Nope, that's good. Alright. Alright, no Wrath of God. Please just tap out for a 4-mana artifact that does nothing. That would be ideal. Of course, I doubt opponent's going to do that because they would probably lose on the spot, but... Alright. Actually would have liked a 3rd Plains there so we could play Marshall. 5 mana is a lot more sweepers than 4 mana, so we have to be careful about that. I think we're just going to run Winota into a counterspell. And then attack. That feels bad, but... our choices are Winota or Hektos. So if we play Winota, they're obviously going to counter it. They play Teferi next turn. They can only have a 2-mana counterspell. I think we're just going to play Hektos here. Alright, using a 2-mana counterspell makes me think they don't have a sweeper. And also they have another 2-mana counterspell, or they're not going to play Teferi next turn. We would like to get this down next turn, actually. Give all our stuff indestructible. Right. The Torch Carrier here. Did not get land 6. Opponent is missing land drops, though. So 3, 4, 5, 6. This is a 3-turn clock. This is tough. I'm just gonna run it out there. Opponent is gonna have to use a counterspell or lose. And if they're playing a counterspell or not interacting with our board, they're missing land drops. So we're trying to just capitalize on that. We really would like to hit land 6 to play this, but getting counterspells out of their hand is fine. Okay, that seems bad. Land 6, please. Yes, nice. Alright. Opponent is probably dead at this point. We'll see. We got the Winota. GG's. Opponent tapped out for a do-nothing artifact. That's exactly what we wanted to happen. Just did absolutely nothing. That's, I mean, I guess we didn't play a land for 2 turns. But, I mean, like, they were literally 1 land and we could cast Winota. They probably just didn't have any other counter spells, which was the reason we wanted to run out Winota last turn. But, yeah, I mean, we beat the Fairy. This is kind of one of the tougher matchups I've found. Just control. If they can interact with our Winota, our deck is typically not as powerful. So, it felt good to just beat the Fairy's face in. Take that, Fairy. Screw you. Stay out of my standard. Alright, let's get into another game. Alright, finally got a match. Playing Vegan. Vegan Simic. It's kind of ironic. Coincidental? I don't know. Zen's not particularly great. We only have 1 non-human. No ramp. Nothing really going on with this end. Alright, this end's a lot better. Not a lot better. Warhound's kind of awkward. Hopefully they ramp on 2 and we can cast this on 3. We'll keep this though. At the very least, this is 2 non-humans. Let's get 2 triggers off of Winota. Alright, I'm not going to play this now. There's no reason to. If they play a 2-mana ramp spell, we can get a land off of this. Okay, a little 2-mana ramp spell that gets a land. That's kind of punishing. That was a reason to play Warhound last turn. I think we have to play this though, Spellbinder. I want to see what counter spells and such they have. No counter spells, huh? Alright, let's take their ramp spell. Yeah, that was pretty punishing. That was a punishing draw. Scoot Swarms, good one. Alright, they go 2-3. I might play Warhand Ginger Brute this turn. Although Ginger Brute does have a haste, so playing it next turn isn't terrible, but getting 3 triggers off Winota is much better than getting 1, so. Especially the Scoot Swarm. Oh, I could have attacked for an extra point of damage there. Could have given this, can be blocked by creatures that don't have haste. So, missed a point of damage. Don't think it's really going to matter. Alright. 3 triggers. Rough. Brutal Catharsis, good one. That's probably what we're going to actually take the Scoot Swarm. Double Strike's a good one too. Alright. Let's activate that. We can't activate this anymore, but Alright, opponent at 6. What do you got? 6 mana, so they can't coma this turn. They can Green Warden, I guess. And just Spring Bloom to it. Alright, so you're dead? Yep, you get a draw 2 cards, gain 2 life. Congratulations. We're getting another 3 triggers off Winota. GG's. Man, Winota is such a sweet deck. I am really liking this deck. These games have been fast. We can probably do 2 more, maybe at least 1 more. So let's get into another game, see how long that one is, and we'll evaluate. So, all right. Ooh, Winota Mirror. These are fun. And by fun, I mean not fun. All right, this is an easy mulligan. On the draw, puts a pretty big disadvantage. Ugh. We do have 3 lands, only 1 non-human, so we're gonna mulligan again. Alright, this sounds a little bit better. We'll keep this bottom, I guess. This is actually not too bad. They got a lot of 1 toughness creatures. Being on the draw is probably going to be the deciding factor of this game. That was an excellent draw. Really looking to hit land drops now. If we're going to hit land 3 and 4, and then swords their Winota, we might be able to steal this game. I think we're trading here. No, I don't think we are. No blocks. We'll take 2. With this draw, I think we need to keep our non-humans. Alright, land 3, that's good. Then we get in for 1. Sure we put full control on. Alright. We didn't want them to go to combat. I mean, this isn't an on-combat trigger, it's an attack trigger, so I guess it wasn't as big a deal, but... Alright, land 4, and we are feeling pretty good about this game. We missed land 4, and we're feeling pretty bad. That's not land 4. Alright, let's get in for 3. Jeez. Of course. We draw a removal spell, don't draw our 4th land. Typical. Alright, Lieutenant's a good one. Land 4, please. Jesus. Alright, well, opponent hit 6 lands before we hit 4, so we lost. GG's. That was still a pretty fast game, so let's get into a game 5. Alright, another Teferi. Let's get to it. We're on the play. This end's actually not terrible. I wish we would have had an untapped white source. We could play Ranger's Landing, but we'll keep this. Play Investigator on 2. Swords. That's not a great draw. Not really what we want to be doing in this match. Interesting. Any more a flash deck? I guess we'll see. Alright, getting in there. Esper Sentinel, huh? Den of the Bugbear. Not a great draw. We'll play Legion's Landing, pay the 1 for their Sentinel. And then get in there for 2. I guess we should have attacked first. Not a huge deal. Yeah, we would have saved a mana. I think they would actually been less likely to block there. Alright. This transforms our Legion's Landing. I think getting Winota down is better. There's a lot less counter spells at 2 mana than 3 mana. Dang it. Missing with Winota. That's not a bad one. Just have to dodge a Wrath of God next turn. We still have this Legion War Boss to give us 2 Winota triggers next turn. We'll draw a few cards with Commander here. Alright.
It is my duty to protect the vulnerable.
I am pretty happy with that. Opponent also missed a land drop. Ginger Brute. It's a sweet draw. Player land. Keep up. Cliff drop retreat, I guess. Alright, opponent concedes. Nice. We were getting 1, 2, 3 triggers off Winota. And we're drawing an extra card with this token. Nice. Not too bad. Alright. Well, thanks for watching, guys. And we will see y'all next time.